Someone put me out the fire. I can't give it about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty backing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air and into a sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City. Here's Mecole Hardman. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Mecole Hardman on the return.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with the option.
Let's go. Let's go.
Certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm. And that's not a surprise. He's a son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 30.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
The 19-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Let me do something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jonah. Oh my gosh. Jonah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna turn my mic. I'm gonna turn my mic off. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna still play. Okay.
Kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going on to the NFL.
No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The 22-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
Clean it house, baby.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. No gain. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold,
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
Vikings, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Cousins now. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Vikings.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brings up 4th and goal.
They run. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that is going to be incomplete. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempt. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And less than a yard.
Now it's Mahomes again. Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Vikings 7.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Wiggles free. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Jeff Gladney. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's probably realized he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Flushed out right. Short throw to Smith, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
he's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Dan Bailey.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. And you've already scored 3 times. You want 4. You want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3. Now in search of 4.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah,
and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
10 more there and another 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Shamar Stephen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There he goes left side, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Harrison Butker.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 30.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins dancing to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll throw again. Cousins out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
On the keeper.
Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. Third down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield, eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 51 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still...
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Not much there, only a yard. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
fumble on the play.
And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot to hold it a second. I can't throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 37 yards, and the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, whether it's catching slants or running the ball like he did there, Tyreek Hill, a threat to take it to the house every time he touches the ball.
If you're a play caller, all you do is spend your time trying to devise ways to get him the football because every time he touches it, he's truly a threat to end up in the end zone for a touchdown.
For Kansas City.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's going to air it out for Dorsett and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Dorsett, incomplete.
Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
That keeps the score. Chiefs.
And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Nothing. Jason Myers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll throw right away. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Complete.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That one complete to Hill. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
2nd and goal.
Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now Wilson, they trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Jones brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, here's the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 42.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For Kansas City.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Shrugs off another. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For Kansas City.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all weekend.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a pass is taken in by Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15. Seconds to play in the ball game. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes to throw. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wide. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. obviously there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
She right got me.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need...
Wait, that Jugger! Wait, that Linda! Wait, that 20! Alert! Wait, that 29! Alpha! Hey, 66! Wait, that 53! Wait, we hit! Wait, that 72! Wait, that jacket reload! Wait, that 180!
Running it back, never a cap, out of the trap, watch me bow, soon as I snap, get in the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my walk, like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king, I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but
but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Bought them all on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it right.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC NFC Pro Bowl.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 market.
And it's picked up by the NFC. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Complete. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A toss right to Henry. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yard.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now, who's following? The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the AFC.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on, back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming in and playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they got things rolling on this drive. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Mahomes pass.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a
good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Andre Roberts now to return it. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes now to throw, escaping the pressure right.
Well, Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
It's on the ground.
Jalen Ramsey.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On 1st down, Mahomes looking for the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Now, how about that play right there? Party, remember I told you about the home run hitter theory that someone told me years ago?
What's that?
Meaning a guy who hits home runs in the major leagues, go back and trace what he did all the way growing up, probably hit home runs at every level. That's just who he is. Well, this guy sacked people all during the regular season. Why wouldn't he do the same thing here at the Pro Bowl?
On 2nd down. It's Cook. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
At the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And touchdown! DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the NFC has taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 24 yards, the final tally. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Mahomes firing complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's into the clear. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The AFC takes over first and 10.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. This is caught at the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
The AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own.
Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
This be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these...
Stephon Diggs, 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with an AFC touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 31, Rodgers will find Metcalf. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
34-yard
working from the guy, Rodgers. Completely lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every... single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Here's Mahomes. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The AFC punt team out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete as it's knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon. Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6 points. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
You see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The third quarter hasn't been so kind to him or them. They were winning at halftime, now down. Maybe he needs to get going, get this spark back.
It probably felt pretty easy in the first half. You know, not easy like they can do whatever they want, but they were locked in. Things were going well. Whatever changes were made by the defensive side, they're winning with them right now. As you said, they've got to find that spark, maybe make some changes themselves on offense.
Right now they're clamping down on him in the run game.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. Oh, look at that. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on in Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Back-to-back. Good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. Up there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion now. them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. And again, it's Rodgers. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
28, NFC 20.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is...
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.